Welcome back to the VimShow, guys. You guys are watching Behind the Vim podcast. My name is Chris, and today my special guest that I have with me is none other than my older sister, Grace Zhang.
Oldest sister.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Older is what you said. I'm the oldest out of all of you guys.
So, I guess to start us off, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Dang, they always say that. And then I always start off by saying, well, there's not much to tell. But I'm the oldest out of us four, now five. I have a 7-year-old daughter, Shannon Jean Rubio. Right now, not much. I'm currently going back to school. Just working, going on 4 years now at Employnet. If you guys
Talk a little closer to the mic.
If you guys are looking for work, come to Employnet. But yeah, nothing much. Don't tell me I gotta redo all that.
No, you don't. It's just because you're talking very quietly, so then your audio is like super tiny.
Well, that's how I talk until I'm laughing.
Yeah, I know. Oh, my elbow. And you guys might notice, but I'm in a different space today. I am at my house. I am in my second living room. I'm trying to get this spot set up for my podcast itself, but I'm still in the works of it. You know, sometimes I'll be in my bedroom, but sometimes I can't invite people into my bedroom. So, yeah. And it's not that I don't want to go out to the other studios. I did have this meetup the other day where I met this guy. He actually has his own studio, and like there's CMAC and stuff, which is a nonprofit that does stuff for studios and more of the content creator stuff. But it'd be nice to have my own spot as well. But is that everything about yourself? Tell like I guess pretty much, right? You work, you have your daughter.
I'm going back to
school. So full-time mom, full-time student now, and full-time worker.
And full-time best sister.
Literally before we were doing this, I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, bro. I was like, we're just gonna be doing a bunch of Batman Rock and Princess stuff, bro.
No, we're not, dude. Okay, okay. You guys treat me like princess, but I'm nothing like princess.
Oh yeah, bro.
Aside from having a kid, but that's it.
But even mom says it, bro.
Yeah, but it's because you guys feel sorry for me.
Yeah, princess has a lot of pick me energy.
That's not me.
Yeah, you can tell too by the way princess talks whenever they're like live and stuff or doing Bretman's videos.
Uh-huh.
Like, you can tell she's like kind of holding back and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well,
Anyways.
Let's move on. Let me see. Okay, so we talk a lot already. I think we talk more than the average sibling does, but
A lot. Could we talk more? Yes.
Let me see. So, I guess I mentioned this part in particular because we're still pretty young, and at least for me, I feel like this is where they kind of peaked. But what were your dreams or visions in high school? Because obviously, I think back then we never talked really,
Yeah.
like when we were all a little bit younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still thought about going to LA, starting my life, trying to get out there in the world as an actress. Could it still happen? Maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, that's what I mainly thought about. I was always trying to... I was always in a drama class trying to be in all the plays and stuff like that. But, of course, things happened and I had to leave school. But if I could, yeah. That's about it. How about you?
Well, let me touch up on that first.
Okay.
For yours. That's true, huh? You were always in drama.
Yeah.
Even in elementary school, right?
Oh, yeah, like the plays,
But
performances.
the plays and stuff, yeah. Drama wasn't, well, we didn't have clubs like that back then, but I do remember drama. What was drama in elementary school? It was just like...
It was just performances. So, like, the whole, like, Romeo and Juliet.
But then you'd have to
stuff.
stay after school sometimes or whatever, right?
Sometimes, yeah. For the most part, the after-school programs help with that, or, like, yeah.
Because, yeah, like, I completely forgot about it, that it existed. But back in elementary school, there was drama, too. But
yeah.
You took drama in middle school, too?
They didn't have it in middle school, but I would have joined it. I did tennis, but that's where my tennis started, middle school.
Well, for me, it was hard. I never really had like dreams and goals in high school, honestly. I was more about like just having fun and like living in the present, you know? Yeah, because, I would say that I didn't have that self-awareness yet. And I, never looked, I never had like a standard for myself where like in my life wise, I guess, like I didn't have like the life I wanted to live, like specifically for myself,
Of course.
I didn't have like a kind of job maybe I wanted for myself. Like, I just didn't picture any of that. I just wanted to be in the moment. Like I said, I just wanted to like always have a good time, make sure nobody's like feeling down and stuff.
Yeah.
And just make sure that like the environment and the people that I was around was also living, Yeah. So I don't think, I never thought about any of that stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
At least back in high school, you know what I mean? And then I was even like that into like my first semester of college, but yeah. Like I said, I think having my self-awareness had a really big part to play into that. Like I said, I think I had just enough, I guess, because, obviously we were young and kids and stuff, but I think I just had enough just to understand, I want to do this like for fun,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess there were some that I had, but I was like kind of pessimistic about it. Like, obviously I've always been into like vlogging and stuff like that. I was really into like, just talking to people and stuff like that. So I did see that for myself, as in like I just really enjoyed doing it, but
Yeah.
I never thought about like taking off with it or doing some kind of career with it.
Well, I mean, we have that in this family apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, it just I think it's like it also has to do something with our parents, obviously, because like they're not really like that.
No.
But then it's like, obviously, growing up as kids, you tend to want the stuff you didn't have when you were younger, or like you tend to be the things that you weren't.
Yeah.
It's like always the complete opposite.
Yeah, which mom and dad did provide a lot for us, and they did do a lot. It's just, yeah, like you grow up and you see stuff, and then you want to pursue stuff, and you see like certain things, and yeah.
Okay, so to move on, I just need to make sure the timer is on. Well, I guess to continue, not move on, but so you said like some of your dreams and visions in high school was to do like the acting and stuff, right? Like what else was there? Like, I guess add on to it, did you think about like maybe just what kind of lifestyle in general?
Lifestyle wise, no. Well, I mean, except from being a city girl, I mean, that's about it. But I was kind of set on
City girl, like hood rat stuff, and like, not gang banging, but like
no.
but yeah, doing all that hood ratchet stuff,
No.
Going out partying all the time, drinking, clubbing.
Clubbing maybe, but no. Like I don't drink and do that.
Okay, bro.
I'm a good girl, but well, I don't know. I always picture myself like after high school, like if I was to continue school, it was either I go to New York or LA, and kind of.
Okay, I know.
Well, yeah, because I mean, if I was to pursue my acting or my actress career and stuff like that, I would go to somewhere where I can actually learn from and build myself up from there. And then, yeah, just like city girl life, New York, LA, those big old places are just
so like
city.
just the city girl. So just the city life, not the city girl life.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. Yeah, but I don't know.
That's just you being in the city, not necessarily doing city girl stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. The way, okay, how I would see it now is, yes, I'll be in the city, but I'll be working harder to do what I need to do. It's at least how I would see it now. Back then, I mean, back then in high school, I would think, oh, I'm in LA, I'm gonna try to make it out there. But of course, I would still be very free spirited, very like just thinking that I got this. But as an adult now, like seeing it differently, like, no, like you really gotta put yourself out there, even if it's just a little bit. You gotta try all these 100 things just to try to get that one part. And even if it's just like a little part, that's how you build yourself, or that's how you build your character, and you eventually kind of learn and go on from there. And eventually someone will recognize you. And
Hard work.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep. Learn that the hard way. Yep.
Yeah. How did it feel doing it?
Doing what?
Going through all that stuff, because like I don't know, like, because obviously dad and mom, they put you into that, like, what was like
the agency.
The agency. Like, how did that feel? Did you feel like, oh, it's like so surreal, like it's happening?
It's
like, or like,
I was 16, 17 at the time, so like, yeah, it felt like, oh my god, like this is it, like, but of course, like, I was still learning too about it. But I say like probably when I started actually like trying to do like my own auditions and stuff like that, because for the most part, like the agency, they would train you, they will show you what it is that you need to learn and know. But for the most part, like for auditions and stuff like that, I wouldn't go find my own auditions. And like for the most part, like, of course I'm a newbie, but in the moment of like, it does feel like I can do this, and this is what I want to do. And it's just like being able to portray that actor, or I don't know, I tend to, like, I guess you guys can say optimistic. I'm optimistic, and I tend to put myself in other people's shoes in different occasions, and just try to I don't know if it's like a toxic thing or what, but I tend to play out this whole thing in my head of like scenarios before it actually happening. And like, it's just like I tend to put myself in other people's shoes. Hi, Anna. Is anyone else here?
No.
Oh, okay. But anyways, no, yeah, like I tend to play out this whole scenario in my head, and just like the whole point of me wanting to be an actress is just that I'm able to, how do I say it? I don't know the right word for it. I already used portray, but I don't think I'm using it right. I know, but anyways, the story. Okay, basically, I guess, like, aside from like me doing that, like it felt natural to me.
I totally could have pulled a Batman rock right there, bro.
Okay, bro. Yeah, don't.
I'm like, bitch, you stupid.
I'm like, what does that mean again? Anyways,
I don't
like,
know what the word is, but.
Oh my god, my Batman, stop. No, but yeah, in the moment of like when I was doing all that, it felt natural, it felt good. I felt like I can do it. It was like second nature for me. And like, bruh. Yeah, but
well, because for me it was like I was in middle school, I think, or freshman year or something. One of those. It was either 8th grade or freshman year, but then like, obviously I still didn't have that self-awareness at all, but it just, I didn't really feel anything like surreal about it. It was kind of just, oh, well, she's doing this, I guess I'll go, or something, you know what I mean? It was just like, We were just tagging along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I remember I even fell asleep, I think, when we went to that. It was just your... When we went to that hall in downtown, I think, and then you were like the only Asian girl there or something, or like one other Asian person was there.
Yeah, it was at downtown Fresno at the DoubleTree.
I don't know.
Or like, was it the actual event?
No, the event itself.
The actual event. Okay. Yeah, like I wasn't the only Asian there, but there was
like one other person you knew, right?
Yeah,
went to Carruthers or something.
No, she didn't go to Carruthers.
How'd you know
well, they're within like the area, like Lemoore, like Riverdale, like they're all within the area.
Yeah.
But
that event.
There was like another like.
What was that? It was like.
It was the actual showcase.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But what does that mean?
What
were you guys doing?
So the showcase is basically where, after weeks and months of them like training us and everything, like our model walks, our monologues, all that stuff. The showcase is where they have directors and cast members and stuff like that.
Just come out and check you guys out.
Yeah, come out and check us out, and then of course if they want to do any like stuff, then of course like they'll reach out to us, or they'll reach out to the agency. So like of course that's where we did like our introduction, our walk and stuff like that. I wasn't so much into like the whole modeling. Mine was just more like the acting. Other girls or other people that I got to know within like the agency, like they were going for stuff completely different. Like there was this girl I met, she's in Lemoore, and she was actually going in for dancing, like professionally, and she's Hispanic and everything, but like it was just like, wow, like she knows how to dance, she has this whole background and everything, and she's trying to get into this specifically for dancing. Some people are like, like, oh no, I just want modeling, and then of course like me, I want acting. So yeah, it's like different stuff, but we didn't do so much. It was just like either like modeling and acting. Yeah,
I just remember getting there and then looking at it for 10 minutes, knocked out, and then it was done. I think.
I know, yeah. Well, it's just because it took so long, and there was like these.
It was hella long, bro.
They separated us all by like age, and like it was just like, of course, like all boys, all girls, and then like stuff like that too. And then of course, like I think we had to like take a break afterwards, and then come back. And then it's funny because that same day, I think you and Dad, or you guys were just there. I actually had an audition that day. So then on our break, Mom had took me to the other side of downtown. Where DoubleTree Hotel was at, basically where like
across from the Civic Center or something.
The Stella Arena.
Oh yeah, that one,
yeah. So right there, I had an audition, and she basically just wanted me to. Well, it was actually a second audition, but basically like the first audition I had with them was I sung, and I did a part. And my second audition that I went at that time during the break was like I did a monologue. I did like a scene, and the scene I did was
you had to do that Big Brother thing?
Huh? No, that was way after. The scene I did was it was from a Few Good Men. It was actually the part where they were in court, and then like there was a guy that was basically
you were auditioning for that.
Well, no.
Oh, it was just a monologue.
It was just a monologue. They're like, you can choose any monologue if you want one of ours. Like, that's great. So basically, I just chose one, and that scene was where I guess Tom Cruise was questioning some person on the stand, and that person on the stand was basically like,
I know what movie that is.
Yeah. So that was the one I did that scene right there, and that's how I got it. But of course, like same thing, it was just into like another agency. I feel like with the second agency I kind of learned more, because they actually taught us like how to sing, how to like vocal correctly, and all that stuff, and yeah, all that. And of course, like, yeah, but it just felt like second nature to me, like it was normal. But of course I'm still a newbie. I can always learn, but like it was just like I had fun doing it because it was natural. Why is she built like that?
I don't know.
But yeah.
So how did you go about like stopping?
Well, I was young, and it financially cost a lot.
Okay,
And
well, that's not what I meant. I just meant like how did you stop? Did you just like disconnect contact with them and like went MIA, or like you just like you told them, oh, I'm gonna stop and this and that, or like
well, for one, I was a minor, so even then, like, even if they were to be in contact with me, stuff like that, I was still need my parents' consent. So of course, like at that point, aside from it being financially, so costly and like transportation wise, I just had stopped. And of course, like I just told mom and them like, no, it's okay, like I'm not gonna do it anymore, because the second agency I went to, that was in Bakersfield, so mom would take me literally every weekend. And yeah, so
I don't remember that.
yeah, mom would take me every weekend, and for the most part, like,
I mean, I remember mom talking about it now, because
yeah,
she'd be like, remember I just had to take her to Bakersfield every weekend. I was like, mom, I don't remember any of that.
yeah. So yeah, she just take me to Bakersfield every weekend. And for the most part, like when like I was telling you earlier, I book my own auditions, or I find my own auditions, and same thing, mom or dad would take me, and all that stuff. And unfortunately, I was not shown, but I was like just like a backup person, or just like a extra person at like Adam Sandler Netflix. Yeah, dad had taken me to LA. We left like at 6 a.m. I felt so bad for dad, because dad was just in the car the whole entire time. He wouldn't go shop and do his own stuff. He took a nap and everything. I'm over here thinking it's only gonna be for 8 hours. Dude, we were there for like basically 14 hours. I know. And dad was just texting me like, hey, when are you gonna be done? So I'm like, I don't know. Like, and it's like the worst part is that like, obviously when we're there, it's obviously, behind the scenes of it. They don't want people taking pictures. They don't want any of that. And fun fact, Terry Crews sung to me. I actually have the video still, but yeah. So he said that I gave him butterflies.
That's the one. I remember you saying that, but I don't remember what it was.
No, it was like, I forgot what it's called. It's like the Andy Wexler movie. It's on Netflix or something like that. But it's basically that. Like, I don't know. It's Sandy Wexler or something like that. But yeah, so then of course, like, I just went for that one scene. I could have done more scenes, like, extras, or just like, even if I was to actually be able to show my face on the screen, it was just too much for dad and them, because I would have to come back again, like. And it's crazy because the thing is that it's just one scene. It's not like where they do multiple. It's just one scene all in within like who knows how long. And the scene,
what was that scene? Yeah,
it was a boxing scene or a wrestling scene.
Okay, there was a ring, right?
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah,
yeah, it was that one. But yeah, like, they want us, like, it's crazy because they will capture their wrestling scene for like probably like 10 times to make sure they get it right. And then of course us reacting and all that stuff, they will have to capture that like 3 times, and then all these other stuff going around, and then like they'll have to capture that like 5 times. Yeah,
that's pretty tight, bro.
Yeah, I know. So being able to see like behind the scenes, seeing how like they were able to set up and everything, it's cool.
But that helps with honestly, that helps us stay down to earth, though. At least for me, that's how I feel. When you see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff,
yeah,
and you start doing more of this, like, kind of content creating stuff, it's like, because I've done the music video, and then like,
yeah,
I haven't been in front of the camera a lot, but I've been behind the camera in a lot of stuff. And it's like, just in seeing like all the work that has to be put into it, and then like seeing the reality of it, it's like it's not that you don't necessarily feel all the dreaminess to it, but it's like, oh well, they're just regular people still, and just doing their job pretty much.
Yeah,
obviously they like the job, so that's why it feels super dreamy, because they're having a really good time at it, but still, it's just people doing their job pretty much.
That's what I was thinking too, like when I was like, or even now thinking about
which
it, like,
is probably why it didn't feel like surreal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it's just like, I mean, I feel like the surreal moment is when you actually get to be on screen, or when everything's actually all put together
and you see it, you know what I mean?
You get to see it, and then of course, like, if for any reason it was to get published like really big, and then you were to be able to present yourself in front of people and cameras, that is like the surreal, like, yeah. I mean, it's like, because like for me, you know what I mean, like, so I helped out with Soul's music video and stuff like that,
and like he has like 100K views now, which
Yeah.
is a good amount. But it's like, you know, it's that surrealness of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, after it's just because everything's put together now, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then feeling it and seeing it happen
Mm-hmm.
and watch it grow, that's the surrealness of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the
But at the end of the
effort and
day,
everything.
it's just you're there to work, do your
Mhm.
job, to do your act, and then you just go home, pretty
Mhm.
much.
Yep. Yep.
What did I ask you?
Hmm?
I said, what did I ask you?
You asked me why did I stop?
Oh, no, yeah. So how did you go about stopping? Yeah. So then what? So mom just told them.
Well, no, for the most part, like, yeah, we just basically ghosted them. Because there was a couple of times where they'll reach out to me and stuff like that, but it just doesn't make sense if
because you can't do anything.
I can't do anything. And on top of that, like, that's
That's kind of whack, though. So every time you had to pay the agency, every time you guys wanted to do.
basically a new agency, yes. And the thing is that, like,
What? New agency? Why a new
yeah, because
agency?
I did the agency here in Fresno, and then the one in Bakersfield, that one we had to pay too, because it's a different agency.
No, but I meant like every time, if you guys wanted to do like a new shoot or like be a part of a new film or something, you had to pay for your spot, kind of, or like.
No, so the agencies, because they're giving us service, teaching service, we got to pay for that. Now, some companies, at least I applied to, or at least, auditioned for, some of those I did have to, or mom did have to pay. Like,
But,
for like
but
the
it's for the service then. It's not for you going in to do your acting or being an extra.
some stuff, yeah. So like when I went to go do, like, when I was that extra for like the Netflix show, I actually got paid for it.
Uh-huh.
I actually got paid for it.
How much
But
did they pay you? Hourly? Or was it like a set rate?
I think it was a set rate. Well, okay, if I remember correctly, they gave us a certain amount. I think it was like 300 for 8 hours. But since we exceeded, then of course they gave us more. Yeah.
So they gave you OT or just another 300 on top?
It's basically like
500.
it was basically OT. Like, I don't know. I can't remember now, like, how much they paid me, but
I would have. The heck?
well, okay. So from that 14-hour day, I got paid 500. But
Okay.
for 8 hours, 300, and obviously I worked overtime. But of course, like, that's
Yeah,
without.
I'm just saying for the whole day. that
Oh
you were
yeah,
there, the 14
sorry. So yeah, so the whole day was basically like 500. But yeah, I know what's math on that.
4, 3, 14 hours, right?
14 hours.
So you do 3, 40, like 30 something an hour,
Oh,
which is
okay.
pretty good actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
So
bad.
and I was just an extra, and there was thousands of us there. Yeah,
Am I doing math right? Hold on.
dude, you can
500, right?
you can just pull out your phone.
My phone's right there, bro.
Oh, that's right here. You're gonna use
500. I
mine.
got it, bro. Don't worry. 3. That's 2. 142. Yeah. So then 42. 8. Yeah, like 35. Yeah, like 35.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, so basically we just ghosted them and all that stuff, or like mom just basically no, like, we're no longer interested or stuff like that. For the most part, if they do try to contact me directly, I just tell them, oh no, I'm doing something else, or I found something else. Just like how a normal job would be. Like, if an employee reached out to you, hey, are
Yeah.
you still interested in this work? Just no, I found something else. Yeah, and plus I had to finish school at that time too.
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
forgot.
going to school online. Yeah. And
What?
Yeah.
Even when you're at Carruthers?
Well, because I left Carruthers beginning of my junior year because of Shannon.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then and then
okay,
afterwards
okay.
I did my
I thought you quit already by then.
no.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I had Shannon first, and then I got into modeling.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Shannon
What
was
the hell?
Shannon was 6 months already when I did
The showcase?
when I did the showcase. Yeah, when I
What
did
the-
she was 6 months, and that's when I started, like, advertising with Benny and them for Some Fat.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I looked my best at that time.
Yeah. Even after having a baby.
I know. I look better than I did.
Now.
Okay, well, I meant like before I had Shannon. Okay, Shannon made me look.
That's true. Yeah.
Shannon made me
true,
look.
actually.
Shannon made me look better, like for at least a
true.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like you had a baby and then you grew up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I grew up and glowed up. But yeah.
Well, I mean, you were only like 16, right? So then obviously when you're 18, you peaked.
No.
Well, I mean, like that's like your peak beautiness for girls.
I mean, I don't know. Not for everyone.
Well, obviously not for everyone, but like the average girl at least, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Would I get back into it?
Hold on, that's for later, bro.
Yeah. Wrapping up it up.
I gotta. And we're back. My bad. I had to turn the cameras back on, but. Why are you on your phone?
Sorry, I was checking to see who messaged me.
Ain't nobody important.
Yeah, I'm trying to buy a dress.
Always spending money, bro.
Mm-mm.
Well, okay, yeah. That's crazy though. I thought you didn't even have Shannon yet.
No, that was like, yeah,
Because
Shannon.
I just remember you, mom and dad finding out, and then it was just game over from there. That's all I remember, bro. I don't remember you still doing that even after having Shannon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So this question also has to do with that kind of, but I guess you already kind of answered. It was just, what was your goal to like get there for your visions and your dreams? But obviously, you know, the agency and stuff like that. Yeah.
No,
or were there other stuff?
My goals now.
I'm talking about back then, bro. Did I say now?
Well, for all I heard, probably yeah, because you're asking me like, what was the goal?
Yeah, to get there originally for like your acting and stuff.
Yeah, I guess like it was through the agencies and try to get myself out there more and yeah.
Because even back then, social media isn't the way it is now.
It wasn't, yeah.
It really did just barely blow up like a couple of years ago.
I think like mainly after COVID.
During COVID.
During COVID, that's true.
Inside,
it was just social media, and that's when they took.
Yeah, me and Silver touched up on that a little bit. If you guys want to check out my other podcast, it should be out before this one. I think it might be the first one out because I might put his out before Sarah's, so that because he mentions about Yaya Fest, and I want that message to get put out first. So if you guys haven't checked out those videos yet, it's on my channel. Sarah V and Silver Young. Yeah, so okay, I just assumed that too because you know it's I don't know how else you were gonna get there.
Well, no, yeah, so from agencies, auditions, and obviously I was gonna do more with like some fat production and stuff like that, and just other stuff. Yeah,
cause like that is crazy though. Like when I think back on it, that was like maybe what? So how old is Shannon? 8?
7
years
so
ago.
It was like 7 years ago.
8 years ago. That's crazy. How like just these last 3 years is when like social media took off.
Yep.
Like obviously it's always been around, and Facebook and Messenger and Instagram and everything's been very popular, but it like went.
Yep.
It's like
during
the
quarantine.
Shit now. Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy. I guess we can mention that a little bit later, but so you were about to touch on this, but what are your goals now?
It's funny because I was talking to Mom about this last night.
I guess you were talking shit.
No, obviously I'm not gonna talk shit about my future, but no, I was talking to Mom about this yesterday. I don't know what I want to do right now, but like because since I'm going to school for business administration, of course, goal is to finish school, and then because I guess you can say it kind of fits into like what my work is like. So I guess that's why I'm going to school. But would I like to get back into that? Yeah, I would. But I don't know. My goal right now is just to finish school, do better with work, and then eventually like be able to take off eventually, or I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm living in the moment right now.
I just went to go get the water, but I wanted to put the camera on a higher stand, but... So you said you talked to mom about it and you pretty much don't really know what to do. What did you say you were going to do about your business management, right? Or
business administration?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, since I just started school, the goal is to finish. And then, of course, like, eventually, hopefully, build myself up from there. Because with the type of work I'm already doing now...
What could business administration get you into? Like, leading the business, or it's like management,
human resources and stuff like that. Like, yeah. So like,
yeah, I mean, maybe in the future I can hire you,
or I can hire you.
No, hire you.
But no, yeah, like, or if I want to, I could start my own company afterwards, because I already know how it is with HR, because that's what I'm doing now, and then of course like with my school. But
or I can hire you for my business.
Okay. But yeah, no, but deep down, my goal is to deep down is to get back into acting.
Yeah, well, that goes into my questions later on. I guess we can just tag along. I mean, I guess we can just hand that off to the next question. So I was just gonna ask, do you see yourself getting back into the acting field, whether that's pro or amateur?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah, I would like to. My goal in life, I would say, before I die, because everyone has a goal, everyone has a bucket list. My bucket list is to at least
be in a film.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that at least like would be like my top one.
Yeah, it'd be my film.
Okay, you want that second to that?
Ah.
Yeah, even if it's just like, for example, like Mulan, like how Doa was able to take off, like the fact that he actually was to be in a scene like that, and now that it's showcased on TV.
Well, I mean, he was one of the main actors.
Exactly. So at least, even if like he was a main, he was a supporting role.
Yeah.
So that, even if I was able to get into that, like I accomplished something, and I'd be proud of myself, especially for the Hmong community.
I know you're still looking every day online, looking up auditions for here, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, me too. Like,
yeah.
Like I don't even know. Like, I guess like, yeah, I don't know. I know where I was gonna get to, but I don't know what I look up like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, you know, obviously, like your dreams, you might not be doing it every day, but you're still looking up and like keeping up with it and stuff like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't say the same for me because I do it. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like I look up practice and learning videos for me to do it. I don't look up to it. I don't look it up to just watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I've actually applied for a few, but no, like for the most part, like it's kind of hard because of course, like for example, everyone talks about this, but Ariel,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, like
You're
there's
gonna be an Asian Princess and the Frog.
Oh my god. Okay, that's a good one. I was actually thinking Sleeping Beauty, but no, because like when you see or like other people that, you know, auditions and stuff like that, like what they look for, they know, they like there's like a certain role that they look for, a certain fit, age, and all that stuff, for, like, you know, for like the role that they play, because they do certain scenes, and like it's just like sometimes like you still, or at least me, I still try to apply for certain like roles that are like is not specifically Asian, because, you know, like if it's something where I feel like I can fit into the character, I can portray, or, you know, be that person that they want, I'm gonna put myself out there. Just so it's just kind of like how like no one expected Ariel, you know, to be like who she is.
Black.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to remember her name, but I couldn't.
I don't know.
Like they were just talking about it with my coworkers the other day, but I can't remember her name anymore.
Her name is actually. Her name is like. She has a name of like another actor, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like another singer or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you would think, but yeah.
But yeah, I think The Harvest would have been a good one actually, because like those films are really nice. Because I think it's like, obviously not like a mainstream film, but I think it's a film they put out for like festivals and stuff like that. You know, like where they get put out there and then like they go into like nominations for those awards and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe I should enter one. No, for real, bro. Like, because if I want to do film.
For filming or for like acting?
For filming, obviously.
Behind or in front of the camera?
Maybe both. We'll see. But, yeah, because, like I said, I do want to do some films. But it's a lot of work and time. So, obviously, that's for the works later on, though.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you should, though. Like I said, obviously start amateur and then, do like short films or whatever. Or like, really like not well known. Obviously, make sure they're legit. But, like with me, you can start in films with me and then at least when you audition for stuff, oh, here's some of my work I've done. It's like obviously nothing professional, but it's just to get myself out there. Yeah. So you at least have stuff for them to see. You know what I mean? Rather than like having to audition all the time, and then they're like, "Oh, can you do this?" Or something. You're like, "Oh, I kind of did something similar," and then there's from here if you want to check me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the projects that you do.
Yeah. But I'm still not too sure how I want to go about it because, I want to make money first.
Yeah, as you should, because all these stuff financially does cost a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah, I'm aiming to reach a certain amount by next year. And then hopefully after that, I can start taking off with more of my business. In videography and stuff like that, because I do eventually want to get my own studio, my dream studio, and like set up and crew. It'd be nice. Yeah, and I can do my own projects. But let's move along. A question I have for you is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Wait, I lied. Erase that. Let's go back. So you don't have any other goals now then?
Well, realistically, is to finish school. Well, finish at least city right now.
I mean, that's a goal.
I want to transfer over to state and finish that.
You're doing the 2 years at city or like?
2 years at city and then transferring over to state. And then
your associates here is for the business administration.
Yeah, and then of course like eventually move up to like state and then.
And then what do you plan on doing there maybe?
Probably still going to business, but I mean who knows? Like since I'm already doing like I said human resources, I might just go into that. Just depending on like what they give me or what I feel like I see myself best doing.
Damn, bro, mom does human resources.
Yeah, I know.
She ain't got no school. Just saying.
I mean, exactly. How did you like me? Like I'm going to school now because I want to move up. I'm doing human resources.
But that's true though. If you do get into HR, and then and you have the degree for it, they'll pay you more.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm in HR.
Yeah.
And I'm barely going back to school.
Yeah.
So, where's my props at?
When you finish.
Okay. You just give props to mom and you said mom didn't go to school.
She didn't go to school. You're going to school currently. I don't give treats before you accomplish what you've done. Okay, bruh? I don't even give treats to her when he's doing just being good,
Okay.
I only give credit where credit is due. You get some credit for, doing what you are now. No, you're doing good now, honestly. Like, honestly, if I'm being honest, you're not anywhere where I would have expected. if I had like my knowledge now back then at least, and I thought about you and stuff like that, you're definitely not where I would have expected, but you're in a good spot though, mentally, and I don't know about financially, but yeah, at least you're making money.
Mentally, I mean,
at least you're making money.
You're saying financially, I'm saying mentally.
Well, I said mentally, bro, and like emotionally, kind of, I guess, sort of, but
yeah,
better than, it's all about how you are now compared to yourself back then. I think you're doing a lot better.
Yeah, it's just like how they say, like how you are tomorrow than how you were yesterday.
Yeah. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, brother. I'm proud of you. Keep going.
Yeah, you keep calling me fat.
Well, like you say, you're getting big. Fat is just to support you to keep going.
Yes.
But I don't say fat. I say big.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
For in 5 years.
Anything, just yourself.
Graduate. Or at least within like the 4 years, to 5 years, graduate. Have my degree. Possibly doing different work. Possibly doing different work.
You think if you're still with them in the next 5 years, they'll give you a raise?
Well, I just recently got a raise, but it's just, I love what I do. I deal with crazy people every day. I deal with different people every day.
Obviously, it's
not what
you want to do.
I will want to do. I have the mentality of like, I go into work, I do what I gotta do, and then I start the next day. But for me to especially with the degree I have and my knowledge and everything and my work experience, I would like to be higher.
You know what? Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, I would like to be higher and possibly have my own small little company or a business or something like that. So that's route one. Degree, be better, have my own business or something like that to start off. Or route two is, of course, I get all that taken care of, and I do actually look into other stuff like my acting or spiritually. Completely different to route one.
Let's just forget what you said secondly. You know what I think you should do?
What?
I think you should be an influencer.
I don't know. I mean, I thought about that too. Obviously, too, if I was to want to get myself out there, it's just I don't know how. I feel like I'm too weird.
No, I think you just don't know how. I think you'd make it, honestly. If you just put yourself out there on social media, you know what I mean? I think you try to. It's just you obviously
hold back
and don't have the confidence in yourself. And obviously it's just thinking about like, oh shoot, what if I don't make it? Like, I'm gonna be broke and I'm not gonna be able to provide and stuff for Shannon and your family. And it's like, it makes you go back to, okay, I need the 9 to 5 to make money, And I was kind of like that, but since I've been doing this a little bit more, and like I'm doing the commercials and stuff like that now, it's I can see it a lot clearly now, and like it seems very doable for me because I've met a few influencers now, you know what I mean? And like my meeting the other day too, a lot of them they do, I would consider themselves like influencers too, because they have like a decent following, and they're very out there, you know what I mean? Which I'm not saying you have to be, you know what I mean? But then it's they're doing pretty good, but it's obviously not their full time. They do it full time, but then they obviously still have side little stuff. Yeah. So I think you should though. Like if you work or something, right? After you work, go home, do something with Shannon, post it up. Like you should try to do some kind of side hustle like that. Yeah. Otherwise, I think you can do it full time, honestly.
I mean,
you're weird, but you're like.
I push myself or what?
No, you're like the weird that people will watch.
Okay, I don't know if that's a good thing. Like the weird stuff Shannon watches.
No, not that kind of weird. But no, for real, I think you can make it. You just have to put in the work, though. Like, obviously, you do it full time, and you still got to work for it. It's not just like you're gonna post one thing a day and then you're gonna make it. Obviously,
yeah.
You might if you get lucky, but being realistic, it's like it's not gonna happen that way.
Like the lady said, I am lucky. No.
Okay. But yeah, I think, like I said, I think you should totally do it. There was something I was thinking about earlier. I think you should do it because, obviously it'll help benefit with your acting and stuff too, It'll build up your personality and your profile, your portfolio to show off to other agencies or like, movies if you want to get into auditions and castings and stuff like that. And not only that, you'll build up your own following already. So then if they see that, they're like, okay, this girl has like a following, she's like very interactive and people enjoy her. And she acts, so why not,
Yeah.
And I guess that's kind of the same for me, but I'm taking a different route. Whereas obviously I'm doing like the filming stuff, Yeah, because I still always wanted to do some of the acting stuff and like being like into the influencing kind of thing, but personally, at least, I care more about the finance, so that's what I want to hit first, and then obviously all the other stuff will just come easier after that.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
Okay, bro. So yeah, that was it then. Just school, maybe state, different job. If you get a different job, what have you thought about it? Like,
well, I mean, to be higher than what I'm doing now, like
paid wise,
and like be within like human resource, like because I'm already
like
doing
a higher up position,
like much. I mean, higher position. There's no other word to say it because I'm already a senior person of where I'm at right now. So yeah, like just moving within like internally in the company.
What about like personal goals outside of like work and career path?
Personal 5 years from now,
like with your family or like yourself.
A new house.
Like a new house to move into, or just a new house to have separately?
A new house to move into.
Why?
A bigger home. I mean, for one, you gotta build your credit, and you gotta obviously.
Whoa. For two, you guys should just hold on to that house, so that you have both houses, and then rent that out.
Well, actually, I really thought about that too. He's actually been saying that, but.
Well, I mean, like if you guys plan to get another house, you guys should do that.
I know, but me personally, I would just want a new house.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, because you're
not going to take care about that. So
you're asking about me. That's right. But I would just, of course, I want to get a new house. For a personal girl, I would probably say I want to be able to be like strong enough to like pull a car. I know, because at least that'll be like I know that that's one of my goals. Obviously,
to be like in neutral.
Well, yeah, obviously I can't pull it with power when it's in park, but yeah, like in neutral, like being able to like pull it or push on my own, because knowing that I'm healthy and I'm able to like move like that, or I like I'm able to have that strength.
In 5 years, Shannon's gonna be 13, and you're gonna need to be able to keep up with her.
I know, exactly. I'm gonna need to be able to keep up with her, and then
and her.
But yeah, so 5 years, I mean, you think about it, it's not that far from now, but a lot happens within 365 days. Yeah, but yeah, that's about it. Not actually, like what I've been telling you, I want to be able to climb up to that mountain, or just being able to finish up, like, to go on a hike all the way up to a mountain. Peak of the mountain.
I mean, there's not that many mountains, or there's a lot of mountains here, but we can do Pincushion. Pincushion has a pretty high tip too. So.
How many miles?
It's only 1 mile, but.
Okay, well, obviously I gotta start off somewhere. I want to go higher than that. I want to be able to.
Okay, well, I think that should just be your goal for the 5 year. To be honest, I think for you right now, currently currently
right now. I mean, yeah, right now, currently, like,
even in 5 years, even in 5 years, I swear that still be a hard hike for you. Just saying.
We'll see. I'm about to prove you wrong. Like,
okay,
like
you better.
my mindset right now is like
the 5 year count starts right now.
Okay, so September 2nd, 2023. What time?
10:30.
Okay, 10:30.
What's that? 2028. Damn, that sounds hella far.
It sounds far, but it's gonna go by fast. How the heck did we finish 3 years already? Yeah,
since COVID, that's crazy.
Yeah, and we're already in September, and it feels like 2023 just started.
True. It actually has been 3 years. COVID was first September something in 2020.
September?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
COVID?
Like when the very first news ever started coming out about COVID?
No, the first news about like the whole bats and everything was, it was, I think, October of 2019, and then there was that whole outbreak, it was March of 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, you said 2020. That's why.
Yeah, I meant 2019. I was assuming because I remember hearing about it when I first went to college.
No.
But obviously, nobody cared about it.
Yeah. And then the outbreak happened again.
Yeah, you know why? Because Joe Biden became president. Just saying. Anyways, yeah, so 5 years.
We'll see.
We should go this winter.
This winter?
Yeah, we should go this winter just to see where you're at right now. And then you'll be able to gauge what you need to improve on in 5 years.
I can't this winter.
Why?
I've been hibernation.
Oh. Okay. Perfect timing, bruh.
No, I need to recover.
Okay.
I need to recover.
You can just be like, Mom. I'm just saying, bro.
No.
That's like the perfect time.
But I need to quarantine.
Okay, bro, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, well, the time is almost done for this one. Yeah, I'll just cut it right here. They call it movie magic. Cut right now, and we're back. Dang, can you check that real quick though? I don't know how it looks like. Turn it a little bit more that way. 1 terabyte, bruh.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay, well, all the questions have been kind of like about your past and like career wise, but then get a little personal. So, you looked at the wrong camera, bruh.
No, I'm personal. We always talk personal.
Well, just for the audience, because it's about different experiences and stuff like that. But how has your experience as a teen mom been?
Eye-opening. I mean, of course, everyone says that, but just me personally, what I went through, no other teen mom should go through. Like, of course, aside from your parents being there and all that stuff, but since I'm out of my culture and my religion and everything, it was very hard to get used to and adapt to. But I feel like because me, I just, like you guys said, I'm very optimistic. I'm open-minded, and just how I am, people, I'm too nice, so I tend to accept stuff. But it was just, if I can, my advice to other teen moms is just you shouldn't just have to go through what you go through because you're in that situation. You can accept it, but do something about it. like, yeah, be there for your kids, but if you feel that you're not, like, if you feel that you're down, like almost rock bottom, like you gotta pick yourself up. Like, don't just settle there and wait for like your baby daddy or someone else to come in and pick up after you. Like, no, like at the end of the day, it's you and your daughter. Yeah, if like, because some people, they don't have fathers, like they're not there, and like mine was there, but like for the most part, like they should not have to go through what they're going through. Like, and if they do have that emotional or moral support from family members, like take it. As us moms, period, not just teen moms, but we feel like we don't need other helps because it's our job. It's, as a mom, like we should be able to do it all. But if there's help, sometimes we need to take that help. And just like mom right now, like, you know, with like Andrew having colic and everything, she feels like she needs to do everything. But like, you know, if someone's offering her help, she should take it. You know, like it's just us moms, like we go through so much, but as a teen mom, like that right there, like you should keep yourself up, remind yourself why you're doing that every day. And yeah, like if you don't have a job, try to find a job, but of course, first things first, try to find a babysitter. That is number one. Yeah.
Anyways, no, well, obviously that's very insightful. But and I'm not implying that my audience are all teen moms or anything, but you know, just very insightful information. But that didn't really answer my question. I said, how was your experience as a teen mom?
Okay, well, you gotta be specific then. As in like a rate of 1 to 10, or like,
sure, whatever comes to mind. Hearing that question, at least, like how
Harold just did it again.
How was it?
Like, just you can't think of your question.
How did you just feel? How did you feel going through it? Obviously, there's different feelings and emotions throughout the experience, but you know.
It was hard. It was really hard, and I went through postpartum depression, and that hits, and like, it's hard. You do feel like you are rock bottom for most moms, and it's just being able to overcome that is very challenging. But if I was to rate it, at least with my experience, I would say 3, like being bad, like
out of 10.
Yeah, like 10 being like rock, like 10 being great, like, oh, I had the greatest experience, like it was nothing to complain about.
Okay,
with 1 being like rock bottom.
No, then do 1 through 10, but it's just levels of badness. 10 being the worst, 1 being not so bad. That's how you're supposed to do it, bro.
Well,
I can't believe you went the other way around, bro.
Well, because that's how we do it at work. Like from the scale of 1 to 5, like how would you rate like your work, like stuff like that? 5
yeah, obviously 5 is the best, right?
5 is like, well, for at least our company, for 5 is like no, like it's like the worst.
Doing it wrong then.
Okay.
Why else do you think it's 5 stars out of 5 stars, bro?
Can we delete that part? No, but okay, fine.
So then it's a 7.
It's
an 8. Okay.
Yeah, it would be an 8. Because I mean, at that point, like mom and dad would try to help me, but you know, like obviously at the same time they didn't, or they couldn't.
Yeah.
They couldn't. And then of course, like I had my own stuff going on, and
you know, I know a lot of teen moms. Like counting you, like a lot of my friends, I know a good amount of friends that like either had like, I guess having a baby right out of high school isn't too bad. And then I know like a few in high school as well. So, God, Hmong people. But okay.
Yeah.
And my next question ties into that. What are some advice you would give to other, I guess, future teen moms, if you know, just any of them so happen to become moms, or you know, just young moms in general?
I mean, I think I had already given the advice. Like, if help is offered to you, take it. You shouldn't feel like you're obligated to do stuff. Because I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, if you chose, to be a mom and stay being like a young mom and stuff like that, like, that right there, like, your whole perspective and everything just goes on to that kid now. Everything's just all on that kid. Like, yeah, just when there's help given to you, take it.
You mean like emotion wise?
Well, everything. Like, your kid is your number one now. Like,
you mean just
priority? Yeah, prioritize your kid and all. Like, everything you do, you have to think about.
At least
them.
It should be.
Yeah. It's now like you think about work, you think about them. Like, if you're gonna finish school, you think about them. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're gonna feed yourself or anything, you think about them. You gotta feed them too. So it's like don't feel that you're obligated to do it. I mean, you kind of are, but at the same time, like, that's your responsibility. Like, doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are. Like, that's just how life is. It goes like that with everyone. But number one thing is, if help is offered, take it. Like, you don't know how bad they could be going through it. You don't know, like, their story.
Yeah, and like, people say this all the time, but one thing that'll help you is just remember the stuff you were going through or how you felt, when being the kid like them,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shannon's what, gonna be third grade this year or second?
She just started second grade.
Second grade? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but I still remember a lot of stuff from first and second grade. So
I know, me too. Yeah. I remember stuff from kindergarten.
Yeah, me too.
I remember after first grade, I will come and stay in your preschool class because mom and them they want to come pick me up on time.
Oh, well, that's different because I was in preschool, so I don't remember anything. I remember some stuff, but
from kindergarten. You remember kindergarten, but not preschool.
Yeah, not preschool though. That's a year too early.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yep.
And I guess just from what my sister has said, I think some advice I would say is to just because remember she's like full-time mom, full-time work, full-time school now, right? And it's like based off what she has said and what I've seen from her experience and from my own experience, honestly, I would say that remember your dreams and your goals and like to not give up on them, because like obviously in reality it's not how it works and it's not always all dreams and rainbows, but at the end of the day I think that is what keeps you going. Because like you said, everything is you have to remember and change your priority to your kid now, obviously, right? But then your dreams and your goals and stuff will help just motivate you push through it,
Yeah.
Because they become your priority, but then
they're the reason.
Yeah, they're the reason why you do it, and then those dreams and goals is damn, I just had it. Oh, it's what keeps you yourself. You know what I mean? Because you can't just forget about who you are as your person and the things you want. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, become the mother, become your parent, your daughter or son's mother figure or father figure. But then, remember who you are. You know what I mean? Don't lose yourself.
Which it does happen along the way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like, cause I mean, I can only imagine if you can lose yourself just not even being a parent. Like just trying to fit into the world. I can only imagine how being a parent can be. And the things that can trigger that loss,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But.
And I'd say, not to put you on blast, but, I would say that, you kind of lost your way a little bit. Just as in, like, yourself, your
that
not necessarily your personality, but or it's not necessarily you lost yourself, but you've definitely you're obviously going to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether that's for better or for worse.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully better.
Yeah.
But
well, yeah, that's true. I mean,
you gotta adapt to, you know.
It's not like you're putting my on blast. I mean, but yeah, I have lost myself. Like, I would say that I don't know. Up until high school, even after I had Shannon, I was always in the mentality of rainbows. But of course, like not just like until like recent years. Then of course, like I realized it's not like that. But yeah, like I have lost myself many times along the way, but it has opened up my eyes a lot, and I do see the world differently now. So that to me now is like why I push myself even harder too. So yeah,
I just thought about it right now, and it's like I don't remember anything from when we were younger. Like, I guess like conversation wise, I don't ever remember like talking to you, like not like this.
We don't know. Well, no, yeah, because now we understand.
You were you were pretty isolated, I would say, honestly though. Yeah, you always locked yourself in your bedroom, bro. Like that girl does.
Well, it's a natural teenage thing.
Yeah, I know.
And you were the only boy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you were the only son. It was like, and like I feel like Anna and Kenna, all of you guys were always close because you guys were kids. I grew up too fast.
Okay, first of all, you're only 2 years older than me. Okay, we're all 2 years apart.
Yeah, but I grew up way too fast. Like I was already pushing myself to work at the store when I was 11.
That's good.
And then I was already trying to drive mom's car at 12 and I crashed her van into the pole.
Yeah, you just crazy.
And well, yeah, I was just trying to grow up too fast.
Yeah. Which does tend to happen, you know. I wanted to grow up very fast too, but then I think what kept me like from doing it, or like from necessarily just pushing myself too far, is I understood that there's some stuff that I just wanted, and then some stuff I needed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think you just grew up too fast. I think I matured fast. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny how you brought that up because it made me think about. I think it was Auntie Jamie. It was Mom, possibly Auntie Jamie. I think Uncle B asked me too, but they had asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I think that was like probably only first grade at the time. They had asked me what I want to be, and I told them I want to be a cheerleader. I know why. Like it's just,
Yeah, obviously.
Like,
I mean, you're a first grader.
That was me though. Like just like as like.
Imagine being a professional cheerleader though.
I know.
That's
crazy. Saying, like, but then again, that's also how I always saw myself. Like very preppy, very like uppity and all that stuff. Because it's just how I am as a person. And then of course like they had asked me again, and I think it was Uncle B, but I had told Uncle B that I want to be a lawyer afterwards because like I wanted to. I don't know. Like I always saw myself like serious, like those girls that will wear like black pencil skirts and stuff like that, like straight to the game and just like very serious and stuff like that. But now that I think about it, I'm like, damn, like that's like I don't know any of those like paralegal stuff. Like, like that's a lot. Like
no, I can agree with that, bro.
Yeah, like I get pulled over. I don't know what I gotta have. I'm kidding. I know I gotta have, but I don't have that with me. So like for them to even like pull me over and stuff like that, I wouldn't know what to say. Aside from like all the forms that they need. But no, yeah, like, and then now it's just like, but yeah, so far my answer has been the same for the most part. It's just, you know, being an actress and stuff like that. But
well, I mean, because you know, it's a dream, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I've been acting for as long as I can remember.
I mean, not professionally or amateurically, but
no, like
being fake. Being fake.
No, okay, no, acting like, oh, bro, this is so embarrassing. I'm gonna put my on blast, Ina on blast, but
okay, bro.
Like we used to like play like, cause I guess growing up we were so like HTT.
Oh yeah, bro.
So then we will always play like sisters, and we will always play different scenarios. I remember that, bro. I know, we will always play like different scenarios and stuff like that.
That I used to play with y'all too, bro.
I don't remember that.
Obviously, I don't remember. Anna and Kiana were too young, and
yeah, like, no, but like
that's true though. Where were they?
They were cause Anna and Kiana would always play with my Leah. They were just
No,
always
but like
doing
when
their
it
own
was
thing.
like you and me and my at home, only us three.
I don't know.
I swear it was always just us three at home.
Oh, we'll make you play with us because
Yeah, I know.
we're
But
just
then
we need a brother or like.
But then I don't
someone.
remember what Anna and Kiana would be.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Right? I just remember us three only.
It's
Every
almost
time
like-
we played, it was just us three.
Yeah, I guess.
Unless like we kicked them out or something, but I don't think so.
I don't know, but yeah, like me and Ina can cry on command like that. Like, yeah. But I don't know. I've been acting for
I think I remember that, bro.
I've been acting for as long as I can remember, but yeah.
Oh my god, I remember that. Like you guys would like fake it or something. And you guys would be like on the bed and like
one of us could be dying or something. And we'll just like cry like on command. Yeah.
Bruh, I think I remember that, bruh. That's so funny.
Yeah, but no, like I've been acting for as long as I can remember. Yeah. Yeah, I will like play the scenario of me dying. I will play the scenario of me giving birth. I will play the scenario of me like just like being someone like a freaking lawyer and all that stuff. Like just yeah.
But like I said, you know, that's a dream, you know. And some people don't have dreams, and that's why they lose their self and they kind of not necessarily get stuck in reality, because it's good to be in reality too, but that's why they kind of lose hope, you know. Like just the other day I saw this video. It was with Andrew Tate, and he asked, or like the video was about like he asked us like, what is your dream? You know what I mean? Like if you can have anything you want and like you can have your dream life, how would that look like? And like when you ask yourself that, it's like you can't answer the question, obviously, because you can't imagine it. You know what I mean? Like you can't think about it, you can't manifest it, or you know, like you just can't picture it.
Yeah. And
I sent that video to my friend Kong, and he was like, check out that podcast as well, first one I did. But he was like, yeah, dude, that's true. He was like, I don't have no dreams. And I was like, yeah. I was like, honestly, like you gotta ask yourself like what is your dream? Because then the reason why I think that's really important is because I don't know if you remember a couple years ago when I first started actually working at the store and grinding, and actually it's like what flicked the switch in me pretty much, you know what I mean? Because I don't know if you remember, but I did like that 1 week of when I was doing that pyramid scheme, Your Health. I don't know if you remember that when I was doing it.
A little bit.
It was only 1 week, so
yeah.
And I don't think we were even like really still hanging out yet that much. Yeah, because there was a time period where you were like, you guys were in Carruthers, and then you were living with their parents. So you guys haven't moved to that apartment yet, I think.
If it was before college,
it was that year I dropped out when I slimmed down, and then like.
No, it was
2020.
2020. No, yeah, we were at the apartments already.
Oh, okay, well, anyways. Yeah. Anyways.
I was more involved. I was starting to get more involved.
Yeah, and then yeah, so then I remember when I first did a part of that, and I was talking with like my mentor at the time. He asked me, if you had like all the money in the world right now, like, or like $1 million, like what would you do with it? And I was just like, I don't know, maybe buy a car, like a house. And he was like, why not buy like 10 cars, or like, you know, like 10 houses, you know what I mean? And then I was like, you know, like I was like, huh, like that's true, like I guess like that's a lot of money. Like I really don't know.
That's
you
true.
know, and it's like you shit on your own life all the time, right? And you always complain about how bad you have it. But if you had the perfect life, you still wouldn't even know what to do with it. You know what I mean? So obviously, how are you gonna get there if you can't picture yourself getting there, right? And that's what they mean when they say like to manifest these things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then after that conversation, I talked to Kong again. You know, obviously the one I was telling about, that was recent, but this was like back then. And I told him, I was like, dude, it's crazy. Like, we can't even fathom the idea of having $100,000 in our bank account, or like our parents' bank account, even. You know what I mean? It's like just saying it out loud like that is like, that's crazy. You know, it's like we can't even picture them having that much money in there. It's like, you know, it's just so like surreal. You know, and then but that's kind of what kind of flicked the switch in me, where it's like, yeah, it's like being broke is the average life, to be honest. Like, that's just how the average people live.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but, you know, obviously, for me at least now, is like, if you're gonna complain about it, I don't want to hear it, because obviously you're not doing something right. You're doing something wrong. You know, and it's like you're not working hard enough, clearly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And obviously some luck has to play a part into it, but, you know, I'm a bit advocate for that saying now, where it's like preparation meets, I still don't know what it says, but it's like preparation is what gets you to, you know, where you are now. I forgot what it is, but I gotta look it up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you gonna say that's true about like the?
I don't know. It's like that's true. Like people that, for example, that are like paycheck to paycheck and stuff like that. Like they're struggling, but I mean, you know, like you could be doing other stuff too. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like yeah, like yeah. That was it. I lost my train of thought. It was like right here at the tip of my tongue, but I lost it.
It was when we were talking about, when I was saying about I think it was when I said that we can't even like fathom the idea of having 100K in our bank account or something like that.
Well, no, it was prior to where like if you had $1 million, like what would you get?
Oh yeah.
I feel like naturally because like the way you were explaining it was just like, when I thought about that, like I was like, well, for me, if I had that much, the first thing I would do is like pay off all my bills. That's the first thing I thought of.
Should be.
Yeah, first
all
thing
your bills and your debt.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of. And then of course, like the next thing would be like I want to give mom like that RV that mom wants. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then of course like everything else, like I would just want to like get like a house for me. Of course, like you said, like, you know, like why not buy 10 houses? Why not buy all that stuff? Because you have so much of it. But it's just like at the end of the day, like I don't know. I think it also plays a part like who you are too. Because like for me, like if it takes less for you, obviously, to feel satisfied, you know what I mean? Yeah, like some people are materialistic.
But then like you can say, yeah, I'll buy like one house, maybe 2, maybe 10 cars, and then after that, the rest I'll put it into investing. Like,
yeah,
you know, so but it's just knowing exactly how you want to run it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think it just depends on like the person itself too, because like I mean, that's what I would do first.
Because like for me at least, like I it doesn't take that much to satisfy me either. You know what I mean? Or like I'm not too materialistic, especially now. But it's like I'd still buy like 5 houses. Maybe 2 for me, like 1 vacation home, 1 to live in, and then the 3 is to rent out, you know, for residual income or something like that, you know. But it's all about like playing with money after that, you know. It's like just playing with money and like being smart with it. Yep. Okay, so that is pretty much everything I have for you. We got about 6 minutes. I think we should be okay by the end of this, but I was gonna ask to finish it, what are some expectations that you have from Shannon? Whether that's like within these next few years or like, you know, just some goals that you hope she can accomplish, or, you know.
My expectations from her is to be more patient. Because now that she's going to school, she's actually learning stuff again, because obviously summer is just whatever, they don't even like care to learn or read a book, stuff like that. Like she has no patience now.
I don't even want to remember about how summer was, bro.
So
or like how she was during summer, at least.
Now I want her to try to be patient, like be more patient, especially like, you know, like with hibernation and everything here. And
okay, bro.
And then I want her to be more patient, because now that she's going back to school again, she is learning stuff like that again. She's learning like
I think she will be, though, honestly.
I think she will, because it will like naturally it will kick into her like instantly. But like now that she's going back to school again, they're actually like learning about more stuff, because she actually has homework and reading and stuff like that now to do.
It keeps her busy too.
It keeps her busy, but she's actually learning more words or more stuff now, to where like she comes home,
it's probably harder for her.
It's harder for her, but like she'll express like a lot more now. Like every little thing her dad does triggers her. So then like literally like the other night she was like, oh my gosh, like I don't even want to see daddy, like because I was in the office doing my homework, and she just comes like, oh, like she locks his door, like the office door, because I'm in his office doing homework, and she just so he comes in and like why did you lock the door? And I was like, no, Shannon's in here. And
damn,
like, oh,
bruh.
yeah,
that's
like,
crazy.
So like she
It's funny though because I swear, like, obviously she behaves and acts differently when she's with us.
Yeah.
But then when it's like when she's at home, she's actually like herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whenever she's with us, she's just like. She's like lets everything out and she's like carefree again. You know what I mean? It's so funny.
No, yeah. When she's at home, like she'll lock her stuff in the room, but at that point when she's in the room, like what's she gonna do? Like, you know, like she'll just eventually put herself to sleep. Yeah, because like sometimes when we take away her phone because she's not doing her homework or it's dead or something, that she doesn't know what to do.
Bro, you guys need to be more active. On God.
She is, and
no,
I am.
You guys be interactive and active with her.
We are, dude. We have puppies now, so we go out there, and that is like so
okay.
active.
Well, I meant like obviously play tag or something, bruh.
Oh, I can't be doing that.
Okay.
But no, no, she doesn't really do tag and stuff like that. Like for the most part,
I know because y'all don't, bruh.
No, like
you guys have never been an active family. That's why she doesn't do anything active like that.
We do. Active wise is like when we go hiking or we go like all these stuff. But no, like okay. Anyways,
I don't know. For me, I feel like I've always been pretty active, but then like mom and dad aren't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like that's what made me want to be more like into sports and stuff like that.
Okay, so
like for volleyball, you know, because
yeah.
I don't know, it was just something about volleyball. It really just might be a Hmong or Asian thing, but like I always liked playing volleyball. You know what I mean? And then like we didn't have it in elementary school, so then when
we did
for girls, not for boys.
Oh, that's true.
And then it was like when middle school came, I was like, oh shoot, they got boys volleyball, and it was just I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
it's just something just in my head, bro.
Like expectation wise for Shannon, I mean, I want her to be more patient. I want her to be able to like talk to me, be more vocal in a way. Like I want her to be able to come in and say, hey mommy, like this is bothering me or this is this.
You're like just opening up.
Oh yeah, much. Opening up. She for the most part does express herself already, but I want her to like basically be a big girl about it, you know. And then I want her to
not just be a baby about it.
Yeah. Because she's the only one right now too. But and then it's like I want her to be able to do something like sports or instrument. She's very active, like you said, but like it's hard for her to adapt. But like not adapt, but like I guess like
it's hard for her to commit.
Yeah, it's
like she just wants to do it when she wants to do it.
She wants to do it. Yeah, like she
and disciplined. Yeah, she's
not
like
too disciplined. Her favorite. There you go, discipline. Like I want her to be disciplined too. Like that's my expectation for her. She's very, of course, like you said, very free right now. But she's her new favorite sport currently is soccer. But
no surprise.
Yeah, well, because that's what they do at school. Of course.
She's Mexican.
But. But it's like, did she? Oh.
Okay, well, my camera battery died, so we'll finish on this. There's only a little bit left, anyways. Go
on. Patience, discipline, and just her being able to open up. And then, of course, like lastly was I want her to be able to do like a sport or an instrument, because obviously we didn't do that. We eventually just started doing that, of course, like in middle school and up. But yeah, she's starting to play soccer. I want her to be able to like actually, yeah, like you said, commit to something. But hopefully she still really wants the drums. She still really wants the drums. So I'm probably gonna get that for her this year. But I mean, aside from it being loud, just like her personality, I'm sure that will probably like let off like a lot of her anger and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
just giving her something that allows her to, you know, just
express,
let loose.
Yeah, express herself, and hopefully she'll be able to produce music from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because her dad was teaching her on the piano. I don't know if you remember, but yeah, like she like it's nice, but it's just like it's too slow for her, and of course her fingers are small too, so it's just she can't. And yeah. Yep. That's about it.
Yeah. Those are some pretty good ones for her.
Do you have any expectations for Shannon as an uncle?
That's pretty much it, too. Like I said, I agree with that. Hopefully she stays patient and innocent. Because for me, at least, I honestly lost we honestly lost our innocence at a very young age.
Yeah.
And not that we were bad kids or anything still, you know what I mean? But that's because we knew that it was like we knew what was inappropriate and what was like correct and what was like right and wrong, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we had that barrier for ourselves, and hopefully she has that too, because
Mm-hmm.
you know, obviously it's not good for us to obviously hold her back all the time and like constrain her and like not show ourselves as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then hopefully like we can stay in check and keep her in check as well. Like obviously like we'll still be like cussing and stuff around her, you know what I mean? But hopefully she has that patience and just understanding to know when or not that she needs to say the right things or not say the right things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just hold stuff back.
Yeah.
Hopefully she has that patience to hold it in herself.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's good that she'll hopefully be able to express herself, but like she needs to know when to hold it in as well.
Yeah.
You know?
No, yeah, like she's yeah, right now she's going through that phase again where she's like throwing a lot of tantrums. She's like,
it probably does have something to do with school too, because she wasn't very like that during summer though.
During summer, she
but
was
that's
just,
why
like,
I said like
when school hits.
Yeah, when we went out for my birthday last year, you know, and we would go J-pop, and she was like like letting loose on you and stuff like that. Yeah, I think because that was her first year of like real school, right?
Yeah.
And then yeah, that's why I said. But then during summer, she was like completely different again. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then
free.
Yeah, more free, and like she didn't have very cares and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it definitely does have something to do with like, you know, she has to be responsible now for like her homework and assignments and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I still can't get over like how the heck does that girl come up with such good comebacks? Like, yeah, like
It's
kids.
in the genes, bro.
It's kids. Like I don't know, like how they say kids have no filter and like just like that girl, because it makes me think about when I cleaned up her room last time and I told her wherever she doesn't pick up, I'm throwing in the trash. It's garbage, and she and she tells me, "Mother, you know where you belong."
Okay, bro.
I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, you belong in the garbage.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, I was like, okay, fine, then you don't need me as a mom. But yeah, no, I was gonna tell you earlier at the beginning that yeah, like she
has a boyfriend.
No.
Okay, bro. I feel like she won't like. I feel like she doesn't like people, bro.
She likes people, but
well, I meant like that.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I remember it being first grade or second grade, and like I didn't like them, but I was like, oh, she's cute. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, she doesn't, thankfully. But for the most part, like the only person she has her eye on right now is her uncle.
Duh.
Yeah, but
I'm the standard. She only likes top G's.
Okay, well that's good. She better have her priorities and hopes high. But no, yeah, I guess yesterday I was coming home from work and it was like super windy because obviously I got dressed super far and it was just all like dirt and everything. It was like hella windy, and I was on the phone. It was hella windy yesterday, dude. I was on the phone with Mom, and I was like, Mom, like, it looks like there's going to be a tornado here because obviously it's just dirt. So I will see a whole bunch of like dirts building up and stuff like that. And they were big, like big. And then like on the freeway, I would see like the dirt's like getting like all like the clothes or stuff like that, whatever that's just with like nearby homes and stuff like that. Like, and then like I called Shannon. I was like, Shannon, like, I think there's gonna, I was like, Shannon, are you home yet? She's like, yeah, I'm home. Like, Daddy picked me up from the bus stop. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, are you inside or outside? She said, no, I'm inside. And, you know, just talking to me all cute and normal. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm almost home. She said, do you want me to open the gate for you? I'm like, no, don't open, like, don't go outside. She said, why? I'm like, because it's super windy. I think there's a tornado, like, gonna happen. She said, come home now. And I was like, yeah, I know, I'm almost home. Like, you know, don't come outside and stuff like that. She's like, oh, like, but where are you at? Like, I'm almost home. Like, I'm by the school. And then I was like, can you look outside to see if it's windy? She's like, but it doesn't look windy outside, you know? And then all of a sudden you hear this, like, because I have her on speaker, all you hear is just like this loud bam. And she's like, oh, that's the front gate, like the front door gate.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, it is windy. And then she's like, okay, mommy, come home safely. I'll wait for you. And then I got home, like closed the gate and everything, stuff like that. She's like, oh, you're home already? Like, yeah. I know. She's so like, I know. She's too much.
That's funny. That's cute.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all I have for you today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me. I love you very much. And I think you're doing great.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. I mean, of course, you guys call, I'm always going to come.
Okay.
Just invite me for food next time.
Yeah. Monday, Uncle Sue, they're doing Jingle Bell. Grandpa's house.
Okay, I'll think about that.
You don't work, bruh. It's Labor Day.
I do work.
For half day only. Exactly. I know it's half day only, bruh.
Wait, so they're coming here?
Yeah. Grandpa's house.
Okay, we'll
But,
see.
yeah.
All right, then.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, you know.
Yeah, thanks for
There's
having
some
me.
stuff I learned new. I don't think you learned anything new about me because
no.
I forgot to mention at the beginning that, you know, obviously if there's anything you want to ask me, then go ahead too. Because I feel like, so like when I do these podcasts so far, I feel like I've had the people come on, but I feel like they just feel like they're obligated to answer my questions because I'm asking it, right? Or they don't feel like they can't ask me anything, you know? Which I want to talk about myself too.
Right. Well, I mean, you do for the most part. You know when to bring yourself in and your opinions and stuff like that.
But I try not to though. I mean, I know when to. Well, I know like when I want to do it, then I'll do it. But for the most part, it doesn't really matter to me.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
because a lot of these stuff that you're asking me, you don't ask me. Or
Yeah,
like, you
no,
don't get
yeah.
to know me. For the most part,
Yeah.
I'll ask you like, how are you doing, brother, and all that stuff. Because I asked you guys that, you know. So that's why all these stuff you're asking me is like, oh wow, I didn't know that.
Duh, I didn't care.
Okay, Bretman.
Obviously, I'm just too busy, and like obviously, when I want to talk about it or you know do this, I want it to be more intimate, you know, because
Yeah. Well, of course, I ask you guys how you guys are doing almost on a daily. So
yeah,
I check up on you guys.
I'm just too busy.
Yep.
Yeah. So again, thank you. I love you too.
All right. Yay.
And on that note, that is the end of the podcast. Thank you guys for watching, everyone. Remember, this has been the Vim Show. This is Behind the Vim podcast, and we'll catch you guys next time.